Every day during my stay at Boston University, I took notes and pictures of mundane highlights and moments that impacted me. Here's a breakdown of it. On day one, arriving in the dorms, I explored some of the pretty buildings around campus. Then, my soon-to-be longtime friends and I decided to have dinner together and get to know each other. On day two after class, I stayed on the lawn with my now acquaintances admiring the view of the city. On day three, I woke up at 7 a.m., went on a run, got ready for my classes, had breakfast, and showed up on time for all lectures and experiments. As a reward for dinner, I tried out a new sushi spot spontaneously, and the food was delicious. On day four, I immediately hopped on the train going to Harvard Square along with people from the program after learning there's a pastry store I could get cannoli from, something I've always wanted to try after my boss told me about it. The landscapes in this location were so pretty too. On day five, my new friends and I walked to the Museum of Fine Arts and explored the paintings and artifacts. This was a core memory for me as we were laughing the whole time for no reason. On day six, another pretty view from my runs in the morning, as well as walking with friends at night. By then, I had started envisioning my preferred college vibe, which was a big step for me. On day seven, we visited Hampton Beach in New Hampshire, and I got henna, a nostalgic thing I used to get as a kid. I also tried out an acai bowl for lunch, and I've been obsessed ever since. On day eight, I had to get another acai bowl because I definitely dreamt of it in my sleep, and later visited the swan boats, which were so calming. On day nine, we visited Newberry Street, and I had street tacos for dinner after exploring the city. Side note, at the start of the program, I made a bucket list of places I wanted to visit and things I wanted to do, and I was so determined to complete all of them. Although I didn't, I'm still very grateful for the ones I got to experience. On day 10, there wasn't much of a highlight, so here's a few pictures of me just being a scholar. On day 11, I did Zumba for the first time and fell back in love with dancing. By the way, this is the view from my dorm at night. So pretty. On day 11, it felt like 2 weeks went by so fast, and I had to start packing my bags. I had to admire this amazing view one last time. Later that night, my friends and I got all dressed up for a send-off party and hung out for the last time. Lastly, on day 13, after our final presentations, we all took pictures together before we headed our separate ways. As you can tell, it was awful leaving each other. In conclusion, this amazing experience gave me friends, exposure, and academic insight. I'm forever grateful to be a part of this.